It's the Rundown, October 25th, 2023, and it is brought to you by Sport Clips. So, your hair may grow fast, mine doesn't, but after going to Sport Clips haircuts, you'll wish it grew even faster. That's because Sport Clips has the best seats in hair, and that may or may not be because they happen to be right in front of TVs playing sports all day, every single day. We know watching sports while you get a haircut sure beats watching your reflection get a haircut, which is why at Sport Clips every day is clippers and curveballs, high tops and Hail Marys, and even waves and wickets if you're into that type of thing, Francis.
Wow, why? Why would you do that?
Just two guys chopping it up. At Sport Clips, you can check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. So yeah, come watch an endless stream of sports on TV while getting an awesome haircut. I got a haircut from Sports Clip in Florida, and they just shaved my head. I get a 0 on top and a 2 on the beard.
Sport Clips, it's a game changer.
Topic number 1, the Phillies lost Game 7 to the Diamondbacks, John Rich's beloved Diamondbacks. Smitty is here to talk about how the Phillies lost their last 2 games at home. Bryce Harper shit the bed. People forget the Nats won the World Series the season after Bryce Harper left Washington to sign a big contract in Philadelphia. Here's Barstool Smitty right here to talk about it.
Yeah, cocky and lazy. That's what the Phillies got.
Yeah.
It's basically it. Couldn't hit. Couldn't do dick. Games 3 and 4, they gave away after winning games 1 and 2 at home. Blowing them out 10-0 in game 2. Went to Arizona, got cocky and lazy. Gave away 2 games. Won game 5 on the back of Zach Wheeler, who's an absolute horsecock. And
what does that mean?
That means he is an absolute horsecock on the mound.
Yeah, you agree with that?
I agree.
Can't deny that. And then game 6 and 7 at home, they thought that Simpsons Bank Park would be an unbeatable place to play. They overvalued home field advantage. Couldn't hit.
Yep.
Simple as that. Credit to the Diamondbacks. All the credit in the world to the Diamondbacks. John Rich, I know you've been a follower forever. You can name 10 people on that 2001 roster. I will give you $100 right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to try that.
Okay.
Kurt Schilling.
There's one.
Luis Gonzalez.
Of course, you went for the Nazi first. The Nazi sympathizer first.
Alleged.
He does have World War II memorabilia. Keep that in mind.
That's all I got.
Okay.
I got 2. Randy Johnson.
There you
3.
go. Craig Counsell. Not bad.
Francis?
There you go. They're Googleable. Yeah.
So then Mad Dog Russo said that he would retire.
Yeah, he's a fucking fraud.
Why?
He's enemy number 1 because you cannot say that I'm going to retire from my long-standing radio position if the Arizona Diamondbacks come back down 3-2 in Philadelphia when you have zero affiliation with Philadelphia or Arizona. And you give Arizona bulletin board material to the point that they're chanting in the clubhouse, retire, Mad Dog.
I don't believe in bulletin board material.
How is that? They're chanting retire, Mad Dog, when they're popping champagne bottles.
Yeah, after the fact. I don't think there's ever been a team that's like, well, we weren't going to try hard, but then this 90-year-old radio guy said something, so now we're going to try to win.
Okay, be that as it may. He said that he would retire. Went on Howard Stern this morning.
How do you chant retire, Mad Dog?
I don't know.
Retire, Mad Dog. Retire, Mad Dog.
Is that really how they did it?
I don't know.
That's a terrible.
It's a hard chant. Yeah.
Regardless of whether it's motivation or not, he went on Howard Stern this morning and said, I was just joking. I'm not going to retire. I'll wear a thong down Manhattan Avenue, if that exists, and fucking be all wacky and say I'm a dope. That's bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. You said you're going to retire. Fucking retire,
So are you going to go throw batteries at him?
No, I'm not going to do anything to him. Not personally.
Like you did to Willie. Throw batteries at him.
No, that's not at all what happened. What do you mean?
Didn't he get mad at you his first week here? He said that you threw batteries at his mother.
No, this is all on the record. No, go.
No, he got mad at you about that.
No, he got mad because he said that during the Philadelphia Eagles Pittsburgh Steelers preseason game, some people threw batteries at his mother who had lupus. In which I replied, I'm very sorry. That should not have happened. And he got mad at me for insinuating that maybe it didn't happen.
Got it.
Yes.
It's a good story.
Great story.
And then James Harden's told not to travel with the Sixers. He showed up with his bags ready to go, and they said go home. not a good week for Philly.
Everything's awesome.
Francis?
At least we have the Eagles.
I mean, honest question. Do you want James Harden on your team this year?
No. The Sixers went from without James Harden being a 5 to 6 seed to literally overnight with James Harden being a 3 to 4 seed while still not having a chance to win the NBA Finals. So that's regardless. Sixers are done. Listen to the Pat Bev pod. I'm sure that's going to be great all year. But let me go on the record right now and say that if the Eagles don't win the Super Bowl, I will cut off my dick live on air, eat it, and then jump off the Brooklyn Bridge.
I don't think you'll do that.
Well, I mean, Mad Dog Russo, the wacky Mad Dog, can say whatever he wants. I will do that if the Eagles don't win the Super Bowl. And if not, it's just a wacky radio bit. Oh, sure, why not? That's great for America.
Damn. As also a Phillies fan, it's very sad to watch the Phillies lose, but we do still have the Eagles, so that makes us feel better. And James Harden is a jackass. And listen, I don't think he's even really. I mean, I think James Harden is good, but he's just toxic. I feel like he's
Very
like
toxic.
not someone you want on your team, especially when we can't even go that far in the playoffs. I feel like. So, what are you gonna do?
Do you think that featuring Nick Castellanos' son as prominently as they did sort of distracted them in the same way that Sister Jean became this plague-riddled, wheeler?
Yeah, I thought it was really cute, all the stuff with Liam, but yeah, at a certain point, I feel like it puts a lot of pressure on Nick, and he just did not perform last night at all. I mean, I don't even know if he hit the ball once. I don't know anything
It was something
about
like 0 for 14 or something last 3 games.
I don't know much about baseball, but I feel like it definitely puts pressure on Nick for sure.
Do you think Nick and his son weren't getting along prior to the game?
Tension in the household.
Oh, maybe they got into a big fight. But no, I feel like I think the Phillies put themselves in a shitty position and they just didn't perform.
Yeah, when you pay for hitting like Bryson, Trey, and then they don't hit when it matters the most, it's very tough to win baseball.
Yeah, I think it was like Trey, Schwarber, Bryce,
Nick.
They were all super quiet in these past 2 games. So yeah,
nothing.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah, bases loaded, and you put Rojas up there. Like, what the fuck is he gonna do? So.
It's a bummer for baseball.
That is.
What an unbelievably boring World Series this is going to be. I have no interest whatsoever.
No, me neither.
Fucking Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Texas Rangers. I mean,
yeah.
Reminds me of like it feels like
I was waiting for you to
Stanley
defend
Cup final.
I was gonna say, I think it was
just any of them.
last year they had 2 of the 3 worst records in Major League Baseball. It's an incredible
Great story.
backstory.
Sure,
Heartwarming.
that is good.
Yeah,
there was
just no emotional connection.
There was a Stanley Cup final that was the Edmonton Oilers versus the Carolina Hurricanes. I think the NHL almost folded after that one.
I mean, this feels like San Jose Sharks against like Tampa Bay Lightning or some Florida Panthers.
Counterpoint. It's good when other market teams get to the World Series. It invokes more fans from these cities. It gets the youth playing ball in places where maybe they otherwise weren't before. It's good for the growth of the game.
Okay.
You got to think about the kids.
Right.
Love that.
Going into girl news, Britney Spears has a new book. It's called The Woman in Me. Just interesting.
Girl news?
Yeah. Girls read and stuff. I don't know. She's just going at Timberlake left and right. I guess he's been kind of skating by for a while, and she's just going at him in the book about breaking up with him, or he broke up with her via text message. She claims that he has a black scent. John Rich thought she married
that's not
George from Seinfeld, which I thought it's just a different Jason Alexander. It wasn't actually George from Seinfeld. And I don't know, a bunch of talk about IUDs and stuff. Gia?
Anyways,
how you pitch a topic right there.
She basically claimed that Justin Timberlake would use a black scent when he would talk to people. She told this story about when she introduced her to Genuine, and he used a black scent, and it was very funny just because it's like Michelle Williams narrating the book, so it just makes it funny because she's like saying that Justin Timberlake went up to him and was like, "Yo, what up?" Like, I don't really know,
Who
but
amongst us though? When you hang out with black people, you try to be cooler and like act like black people.
yeah, I don't know, but yeah, he like
white.
she claimed that he made her like get an abortion and then broke up with her via text message. It's
He's
just
probably on tour. What was he supposed to do?
call her.
No, who has time?
Yeah, I don't know. I it's definitely painting JT in a bad light, but I've stood on the fact that I think he's been a bad guy forever, and I don't think he is a good guy, and I think he kind of sucks.
I'm on the side that she shouldn't have been freed, because ever since she's been freed, she's been just on the verge of just like, you know, completely falling off, so to speak.
How?
Dancing naked with knives is, you know, not the sign of a mentally stable
Is there
person.
people around her that she's hurting?
We don't know that. We don't know. I'm worried about her.
Yeah.
I'm actually genuinely worried about her.
I think if you look back at old videos of her, she used to do this shit all the time when she was younger too. She likes to dance. She's shown her midriff a lot in her younger years. I think maybe now that since she's an older woman, people like to give her a hard time for doing the same things that she used to do when she was a free woman. But yeah, I definitely think she's a little wacko. I mean,
Okay.
who's not? But I don't think anyone should have rights over your money and everything about your life just because you like to dance with your midriff out.
And knives.
That was one time.
Twice.
And she said that they were fake.
They were real. Francis? What do you got on Britney? What do you got on Brit?
I mean, look, you know, if this somehow, are people taking this seriously?
Oh yeah.
They think that everything she's written in the book is just true and gospel?
Think Britney Spears would lie?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of crazy claims to not be real, but also, like, Justin Timberlake just hasn't said anything about it.
I don't think he needs to. That's my point. Like, based on, there is a definitely, for better or for worse, there is a total feeling that Britney Spears is not the most reliable source of information. And as a result, I mean, it's as if she couldn't have chosen, I don't know. Like, Justin Timberlake's probably very happy that she put all this out there. Not happy, but like, he's not that worried about it, because you see these claims, you see where she's been up to lately, and it's like, well, who fucking cares?
I think it was like Page 6 or TMZ reported that he was like apparently super nervous and like felt like really scared about what she was gonna drop. And then everyone was like, oh, what's she gonna drop? What's she gonna drop? And then the abortion stuff came out. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if you're making claims like that, why would you not, if you're Justin Timberlake, why would you not like at least like have some sort of rebuttal of being like, this is absolutely not true, like here's proof, whatever. Like, that's a really big claim.
You don't really benefit from debating a woman over abortion.
Yeah, I guess so, but I mean, she's making one claim. He's
living a great life. Timberlake
ride
fascinates me because he could have been like our generation's, I don't know, like Michael Jackson, like huge superstar, you know, movies, acting, music, all of it. No, but he chose to just like go own the Memphis Grizzlies and kind of live like a quiet life. He doesn't really tour. He doesn't make music. He doesn't do movies. He just kind of chills.
He just makes movies for the troll movie. I mean, just makes music for the troll movies.
Yeah, I feel like
I just feel like he's
took a step back.
I saw him
3-4 years ago.
He did the Super Bowl, yeah.
A while ago.
I saw him at the White Horse Tavern in West Village like a month ago, and he was with a lot of young women, and not his beautiful wife Jessica Biel.
They were probably just like, you know, employees.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't think Justin swerves. More girl news. Taylor Swift. I mean, I don't have anything on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce anymore. I feel like that battery has run out. It's just like, you know, when you like shake your remote and you're like, come on, batteries, do something. I feel like that's where I'm at with them. Like, there's just no juice left in that for me.
I disagree. I would like to see this stuff because it is relevant in the news. Everybody's still talking about it. So, yeah, I don't know.
Listed is Taylor Swift, Britney Mahomes, and Jackson Mahomes have a secret handshake, even though Jackson Mahomes is like, I don't know, not a great dude. Tommy Smokes is leading the Is Britney Mahomes Not That Bad bandwagon. I actually did a search on our website. We've only had one negative blog about Britney Mahomes, and that's when she sprayed the champagne all over the people below her when the Chiefs won a game. But besides that, it's all Jackson Mahomes is like a piece of shit. It's not, she was kind of guilty by association by hanging out with Jackson, but there was no negativity about Britney herself besides the champagne video. And Travis Kelce plays better when Taylor is at the games, which I think is the most relevant story, where he just like balls out because he has his crush watching, which is, you know, very, very, very relatable.
Yeah, I don't think Britney Mahomes is that bad. I never really thought she was that bad. That champagne stuff, like, you're celebrating, you're caught up in the moment. Like, what are you gonna do about it? I'm sure the people down below like weren't that mad. What did they win? The Super Bowl?
I think it was to go to the Super Bowl.
Go to the Super Bowl? Like, I'm sure everybody was hyped. She seems like pretty normal. Yeah, I think the same thing. She just got caught up in association with Jackson. Jackson's a piece of shit, so. Yeah, I don't know. I think that Britney Mahomes and Taylor Swift are probably a lot more similar than people think. I think they kind of give off the same vibe.
Yeah, look, I think from this, you know, they're not that cool, but that's charming.
Yeah.
I don't really have a problem with that.
Who's they?
I would say that Taylor Swift is not as cool as I thought, but I don't mind that. I think she's like goofy and kind of maybe a little like
quirky.
Yeah, quirky.
My thing about her handshake thing is like she got famous at 16. She didn't have a normal high school or college. She didn't get to do all this stuff, so she's doing this like really lame handshake thing. It's like she's just living out sorority girl, like annoying girl life in front of our eyes. Like she's super fucking annoying right now, but that's because she didn't get to do that.
How is that super fucking annoying?
The handshake?
How is that annoying?
It's just like cringy, like weird.
But what about that annoys you?
It's just like weird. Like
you like walk around your day, you're like,
oh yeah,
so
it bothers me.
this.
I go to get just salad. I'm just like fuming. Yeah, like 100% absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think she's super fucking annoying.
She's just living out her.
Just literally going in a box. It's not her fault that everybody wants to know every single thing that she does.
She's the most famous person in the world right now.
Yeah, so
she goes to Kansas City Chiefs games. It's crazy.
She knows there's a camera on her when she does that handshake.
Sure, but
she knows everything she does up there is going to be scrutinized, is going to be retweeted and all of that.
Yeah.
And I'm not even condemning her for that. But that means to me, quite literally, that handshake is a coordinated, manufactured moment. And then my question to you would be, is she being ironic?
So you thought that they were like, let's do this handshake so that we can have people talk about us?
She just thinks it's cool.
She's certainly aware in doing so that it will be scrutinized, it will be rebroadcasted, it will be broken down, analyzed, spoken of, all of this.
But I think that's the whole, like, so I'm trying to like figure out how I want to word it, but like, she is trying to do normal things, but she knows that everything she does is gonna get into the media, but it's like, why would you not at least try to be a normal person?
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't mind that take.
Like,
not that you need my approval. I don't mind that.
It's more of like, I'm just gonna live my life, and I know that people are gonna say shit, but it's like, I don't think she's gonna be like, let's do this so that we can have people break down my every move. It's more like, I like Britney, we're friends, she's kind of accepted me into her little squad, and you know, I'm new here, and she's the quarterback's wife, and they've become super friendly, and I think it was just like a fun thing for them to do, and then fucking Jackson Mahomes has to be there and be like creeper in the background.
What about this? Here's another idea. Ready? I would bet that in that box, even with the fact that this is Patrick Mahomes' family, they've been in the box for years now, winning Super Bowls, all of that. Taylor Swift immediately changes the stakes.
Totally.
And the weight of the air in that room.
Yeah.
And this maybe is her trying to put everyone else at ease.
I completely agree. I think she's just trying to fit in. Like,
But I actually don't know.
Really?
Because I don't think she has to.
Why fit in when you were born to stand out?
She doesn't need, yes, exactly. She doesn't need anyone's approval, right?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
But she's extending a lifeline to those around her to
I
say,
think she's like, listen, I know I'm Taylor Swift, but like, let's just all try to be.
bingo, don't be nervous around me.
exactly.
I'm approachable, I'm goofy,
Yeah.
I can drink a beer, I can do a goofy handshake, here you go.
I agree with that, for sure.
She
If
drinks
that's
a lot,
true,
huh?
then I think that's a great move too.
I feel like this type of stuff has made her seem a bit more normal. There was a time where, not to get into the whole lore of Taylor Swift, but there was a time when, she would go to the VMAs and stuff like that, and she would show her personality, and people would hate on her and be like, oh my God, she's so annoying, she's fake, she's whatever. And then when all the Kanye West stuff happened, she went super under the radar, and now that she's back in the limelight in a grander scale than she was in 2017, 2018, whatever, people kind of forgot that this is like who she is as a person. So I feel like people think that it's calculated, but she's just silly. She's a silly gal.
Do you think she is a well-adjusted adult?
Yes.
I always wonder about that when you're that famous and you have so many handlers and people and stuff. It's like, I always say, like, Kylie Jenner probably has never, like, stood in line to buy a Subway sub and doesn't even know that people stand in line for stuff.
She's been so famous since such a young age. I think Taylor Swift started to blow up when she was really young, but I mean, she definitely had somewhat of a normal life for a majority of her childhood. But I definitely think that she is a very capable adult.
Well, I say that because the alternative to what she's doing is going down like the Lohan, Bynes path, and I'd prefer her do like really annoying handshakes than get like DUIs and get addicted to oxys.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
So when you put it in that perspective, she's doing great.
Yeah, I think this is a great time for her to be a normal person. I think Travis Kelce gives her an opportunity to kind of like have I mean, it's not normal, it's Travis Kelce, but like, an actual relationship where like she can be herself and go to football games and have fun and whatever, All
right, good discussion. Couple gets engagement photos taken at Olive Garden. People think they're in Italy.
Ooh.
I worked at Olive Garden, and I was very close to working there again before Dave bought back the company.
Where that looks like M&M up top.
Yeah. This is great. Yeah, Olive Garden's a great Italian restaurant.
Looks like they're in Tuscany.
Owned by the Darden Group. They also own P.F. Chang's.
Except, the
Red Lobster.
bench. Wow.
Bahama Mama, or is that what it's called?
This is a much nicer Olive Garden than any I've ever been to.
I've only been to Olive Garden once in Michigan.
Only once ever?
Yeah.
Where'd you go for like birthdays and stuff?
Like
Until college, I didn't realize that I thought like restaurants were just chain restaurants until college. I didn't realize there were other things out there.
I never grew up on like Olive Garden, like
What's wrong with
Chili's,
Benihana?
Whatever.
Her answer was very funny.
They do the volcano. Did you go to chain restaurants or did you go to real restaurants growing up?
I feel like I always just went to real restaurants.
I went to Ruby Tuesday, TGI Fridays.
I went there for the first time in college.
Yeah, we didn't. I don't know.
TGI Fridays I've never been to a Chili's. I went to Applebee's once.
The world's largest Applebee's is on 50th, 49th, and 7th?
Shit.
Yeah, it's 3 floors.
I'm sure shit goes down in that Applebee's.
Yeah, I highly recommend. Applebee's is great.
They're bringing back the Dollarita.
It's delicious. Like, I love Applebee's. It's like a top tier restaurant.
Interesting take.
But yeah, so they got their. There's a reason there's 10,000 Applebee's and Olive. Like, they're just good. I don't know what to tell you. Like, chain restaurants are delicious. Like, people hate on them. There's a reason there's so many. Maybe it's because there's a lot of trashy people like me. I don't know. But good food. You disagree with that, Francis?
Yep. I don't agree. I've been to Applebee's, and at least the one I went to was in San Antonio.
I got a really bad stomach ache after.
Right off the highway near the airport, and it wasn't good.
No.
Sorry to hear that. Must have been a
I don't even
one-off.
think Olive Garden's
know,
that good.
Cheesecake Factory blows it out of the
Cheesecake Factory's
water.
cat.
That's
Blows it out of the water for like not that dissimilar a price point.
I went to Cheesecake Factory the other day, and they did not have prices on their cocktail menu. And I thought that was a little nuts for the Cheesecake Factory.
They're getting bougie.
You went the other day
I
recently?
feel like Cheesecake Factory is more expensive than Applebee's.
Yeah, it is.
Step up
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, we would go to like Olive Garden, Applebee's for birthdays, but then like Cheesecake Factory was more like graduations, like rehearsal dinners, stuff like that.
I also think I would say our Olive Garden blows Applebee's out of the water.
Two different vibes for sure.
It's the good quality of the food. I'd rather go there. Yeah.
It says Aftershow Francis's outfit. I saw Francis do stand-up last night. Very funny. Go see Dollar Slice's comedy. I saw Sass do stand-up for the first time. Very funny. I saw a few other fellas. All very, very funny. I had a great time.
Nate's been talking about potentially dipping a toe.
I don't
About
know.
dipping a toe.
Ooh.
Been encouraging him.
I have jokes written. I feel like it's just more for you than for me. I don't know.
What does that? What do you mean?
You just have like a confidence and swagger, and
12 years.
you're tall. I don't know. I don't know if I walk on stage if I inspire confidence.
Well, you gotta gain that confidence by doing it. That you start with low stakes, do open mics, and then work your way up.
Maybe one day.
Why not scratch the itch? You can go do it.
It's not really itchy. That's the thing. Like I don't have
I don't
that
know if I believe you.
big
I
of
think
an
it is a little itchy.
every time I see stand up, if there's someone that I don't think's very good, I'm like, they're a stand up, like getting paid to do stand up. Like I could do that, but then I see people who are way like super funny. And it's like, all right, well I could never do that.
So is it
My
more about that you think that the barrier to entry is so low, and that there are people who don't deserve to be doing it,
they deserve it. I don't
or whatever, that you could compete with them, or is it? I wonder if these jokes are funny, and I want to scratch a creative itch.
I think it would feel good to get some laughs.
Yeah, that's a fine.
And I would like to try it. I guess I don't know. Bucket.
It can
It's not
be
really
very rewarding. I
bucket.
think
Yeah.
the validation of this is my funny moment. Laugh. That's a payoff.
You were very funny last night.
Oh, thanks. I was just goofing around.
Yeah, it was great.
I've seen Francis do stand up. It's very funny.
You have?
Yeah, Sucker Punch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grace's show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
It
fun.
was quite delightful.
I've seen Francis. Wait, like your first time here, I used to go to your shows all the time.
That's right. That's right.
I got nothing else for the fun down.
No, Taylor watches on Spotify and Apple Podcasts now, so go give it a like and a review.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Great job.
Good job, everybody.
Great job.